comment of 1527, compassion, dealing with how we are to deal and care for spirits, fallen spirits. Remind you that a fallen spirit is an angel of God that's fallen. It's a spirit that is away in the world of the transitory change and uncertainty, space, matter and time, being schooled in the classroom called the universe. He's not having a good time. It's not all fun. He's oppressed by fear, dread and concern, and a desperate hunger for experience that keeps hurting him. He's addicted to something that keeps hurting him. He needs rescue. He's crying out for compassion. He knows where he's come from. He's an angel of God. God's right-hand man. I say man, but you know what I mean. God's right-hand angel. But he's away in that he can't realize and fulfill that role now. Needs help. Desperately needs help. If he knows he desperately needs help, he'll listen to you. He will hear that he can talk to his fellow angels. Ask them to take him back to heaven, out of the universe of uncertainty, because he doesn't want to be here any longer. He does not wish to exercise those things again. He's had enough. He's had enough to cry out and say, take me back, wash me clean, please rescue me. And he knows their sincerity. He has lived among them. He is an angel of God that's away in the world of uncertainty, because he wanted to exercise things that were not compatible with heaven. And he needed to. He is the prodigal too. He comes to his senses. You are his senses. You speak it out to him. You say, hey, you're not happy. If you want joy and happiness, you can have it. Simply stop doing what you're doing. Call upon your colleagues whom you've left, whom you've fallen from, quite wittingly, and now you're wittingly going back. It's in the, did you know there was an English story, Dick Whittington, and he's a nobody walking along the road as he sees it, And he hears a voice that says, "Turn again, Whittington, thou worthy citizen, Lord Mayor of London, an honourable, worthy, respected citizen. You're not the nobody you think you are." And it's not just become it, it's return to it. Know who you are. In Christian terms, a child of God. But to a demon, a fallen angel, I'm part of the magnificent company of heaven. What am I doing in this pigsty? I shall call on my friends, my colleagues, those who I've deserted, to take me back. And they will. I know them well. They will. And they have all the power of God with them to do it. Thank you, Heavenly Father. There you are. As simple as that. It's the same story. It's for you, isn't it? And me. We are the prodigal, and greatly blessed for having been it. I'm very glad it's over there. Thank you, Heavenly Father. So we show compassion for all that suffers. If it's not suffering enough to want to return to God and be wonderful again, well, doesn't have to. Can stay here in the universe of suffering, uncertainty and change and misunderstanding and chaos and the pigsty. You can stay in the pigsty if that's what you love and enjoy. You can mess around here causing havoc if that's what you want. But I can't guarantee you'll want it forever. Okay. Well, that's dealt with that, hasn't it? So you're not in fear when confronted with something demonic. On the contrary, you're filled with compassion. Because if they're not suffering enough now, you know they will in the future. And you don't want them to suffer. You want them to return to the glorious person that they are in eternity. Not the wretched condition they're in here, in the world of uncertainty, the universe of time, space and matter, and change and uncertainty. So you tell them. If that's what they want, that's what they do. And if it's not what they want, they avoid your company like the plague. Because you know what they want. They want the freedom of this universe of suffering. My goodness. How awful. But how necessary for them to come to know the way back to the heavenly host and to the glorious being that they are in eternity. Thank you, Heavenly Father. So how do you help someone that is supposedly possessed by a demonic spirit? Well, you talk to the spirit, as we've said here, And you remind the person who's suffering such a visit, such a stay, that they're a child of God. There is no place for this spirit to stay. There is no entertaining of this spirit. You've dealt with it with compassion. You say, Spirit, I am a child of God. You have no place here. If you want heaven, you can choose it. If you wish to stay in the universe of uncertainty and change, if it's still attractive to you, then you may. You can go on to any person that will entertain you, or you can simply wander, disembodied, if that's what you wish. Choose you this day whom you will serve. You can continue in your travels here in this universe, or you can return to the heavenly host. But you can't stay with me in my house with my Heavenly Father and Jesus, the way to Him. If you wish to experience, if you still need to experience the universe of uncertainty, and if you do, you are welcome to continue wandering this universe, if you so wish. Thank you, Heavenly Father. And your subject, the person who has come to you, who needs rescue from the Spirit, will be rescued into the realization that they are fully children of our Heavenly Father and can call on Him any time for His help and rescue. So you encourage them to exercise kindness towards the spirit that's visiting them, and that kindness will either rescue the spirit to heaven or cause it to leave because it's not a comfortable place. You are not comfortable company for such a spirit. You are not the place where it can exercise what it wishes to do and to be. Unless, as I say, the spirit is so unhappy that it longs to turn back to God, in which case you have rescued a fallen angel. Wow. Fancy having a ministry like that. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Look, existence in this universe of uncertainty is very serious indeed. Every moment of time you have the choice as to whom you will serve, whom you love, whom you're dedicating yourself to. what you value. This is a place of tremendous suffering and experience, of loss and turmoil and chaos. As you see it, because you need and call upon the experience of such. But you are your father's child, your dad's daughter, your dad's son, and you can choose to be fully such in every and any moment of time and space and matter. You are an island, an ocean in the midst. Sorry, you are an island in the ocean of uncertainty. Solid ground, a rock. You're a child of the one who holds the whole of existence in his hand, in his mind, rules it all. Know who you are. You're a child of God. You are your father's son. You are your father's daughter. Your mum's son, your mum's daughter. I don't care how you say it. I do care what it means to you. I so care what it means to you. You're filled with compassion because our Heavenly Father has made everything that is and values everything that is, and everything that is has its good purpose because He is good. He is, as the Muslim would say, Allah, the compassionate one. My goodness, it's that is everything. Do I speak for myself or for Him? You will know in your heart. Our Heavenly Father's loving kindness is everything to His family, to His children, to His creation, and everything in it, always. Thank you, Heavenly Father. So you will know your great responsibility, and day by day you will come more clearly to understand it and exercise it and be it. For you have our Heavenly Father within you, and you know the way which is within you too. Thank you, Heavenly